I think that my family saw that this was a good project for me. My family didn't think somehow that this was a risk, or if it was a risk, it was not so great that we couldn't make it work. I think I thought I could do it, and then I started doing it, and I realized it was harder than I expected, or that it was more than I expected. But they were always helping me, mentally and financially too, to just make it all come together. So I spent 2 years in New York at a cheese shop where I just started out as a regular sort of regular employee, and I found that I really wanted to dive in deeply, and that I was really interested in working at a small retail specialty store. I had done different kinds of food jobs before, but when I landed there, I felt like this was the good fit. This was where I needed to be, that kind of business. I had accomplished a lot in that short period of time, and that I knew what it was to run a business like that until I started my own business. So, you're never prepared 100%. Finding a core staff was difficult. Finding my own sort of management style, especially since everyone, with one exception, that I employed was older than I was. Also just, being somebody new in the community. There was no reason for anybody to trust me. I mean, really. And I got it from a couple different people. I went to a business, an Easton downtown economic development meeting, and I think it was Dave Grafton who said, Emily Chandler, what do you know about Italian food? So he was right, it didn't look like I knew anything. Yeah, the first few years were really rocky because everything. Whether there were so many challenges in the first years, and it was really only after three or 4 years that I felt sort of comfortable. I mean, we didn't change a lot business-wise in the first 4 years. It just took me that long to feel like I had a handle on the business. I think that we've grown a lot with the community. There's been a level of trust that has enabled us both to sort of grow together. At first, customers were reluctant to try certain things, or reluctant to spend money on, something as simple as pasta. And now I like to think that people see the light, and they recognize that we have done diligence and found things that are worth maybe the extra couple dollars. But no, it wasn't always that way. That when I moved here, I felt that there were other business owners or other people in the community who said, they said, Easton is not ready for this. They're not adventurous eaters. They don't like this. They don't like that. And I had always felt skeptical of that, because I felt like the community was very sort of worldly and had traveled and was interested in trying new things. Last year was riding the waves of change, just trying to get adjusted to the new location. And I didn't really think it was going to change the way the business operates that much, but it of course changes things. It doesn't change everything. It's not like starting over, but yeah, it was a big change for us, and we're still sort of adjusting a little bit. But now this is the time to think about the next 5 years. So there's always going to be tides of change, and you just have to kind of stick with what is working for you. And I also would agree with you about having your own business is really affirming and satisfying. When I think about what is my job, I just think I'm so lucky people pay me to do what I like to do. And